Lee over here, VIPtv, down at Fit2XL, with Frank Duffy, and the big lad himself, Adam Machaj. How you doing, mate?
Right, mate, you alright?
Good. Well, you're out again. I mean, it can only be, what is it, less than a month, is it?
September 17th, yeah.
So it's 5 weeks then since the last fought,
yeah.
by the time fight night comes, which is a week on Saturday.
Yeah.
And an absolute cracking performance last time. I was raving over the night about it because I'd not seen you for 6 months. You'd boxed at the warehouse prior to that, and again another fantastic stoppage. But you look like a totally different fighter, mate.
It's more relaxed.
Totally.
It was more relaxed. Everything about me.
Well, as you said to me, you've been sparring with Tyson Fury, and you've done 3-week camp with Klitschko, haven't you?
Yeah, I lasted the term, yeah. So I didn't get sent home or out or anything.
Which must have gave you great confidence.
Yeah, I went on my own, didn't take a trainer with me, I went on my own.
Gave you plenty of time to think and put everything into place, eh, mate?
I just feel more relaxed in general.
Yeah. Well, it showed in the fight, Adam. It really did, mate. You went out there against a good kid who had a winning record there. You know, he was young and he'd come over here to win.
Yeah.
He'd had 40 pro kickboxing matches as well.
I know.
38.
A couple of world title fights in a row now.
Yeah.
Well, it's...
You don't get stopped him. So
Well,
just did it with being nice and relaxed, really.
I think you had him in trouble from the first bell. I mean, the first time you landed, your
jab.
jab was knocking his head off.
Yeah.
And then when you started letting that right hand go and...
Couldn't find my range proper with my jab, but I will do in my next one. I just a bit, should have pushed off with it a little bit better, but it's just critical.
We're starting to work on the jab now. You know, we're very much looking at Lennox Lewis fights on YouTube, and he's got to move everything off the jab because he can knock somebody out of the jab. He's quite careful, and if he lands a good jab, that we've seen here on the heavy bag, he can knock somebody out with the jab. Adam. So he's got to be on the jab, and he's relaxing now, and he's letting that right hand rotate the way it should be now. He's coming through with it, so, and he's getting his distance. That's the key now.
That's what I liked, which is what I was saying to you, you kept taking that little half step backwards. When he was trying to smother you and crowd your work, you were taking a half step back, keeping him at that distance with your jab, and then perfectly sending your right hand over. And I think, how many times did you put him down? Was it 3 times?
3,
was it?
right, yeah.
Got it 3 times.
All in one round. I mean, you know, that proves that you've got that.
Credit to him for getting up though, it shows he won here. You know, otherwise could have just thought, I'll lie down here and get paid.
Yeah.
He didn't, he thought, I'm still in this, so it shows you what character he kind of was.
Yeah. Well, it shows what a good win, because I was watching his last win out. It was a draw against another unbeaten Matthew...
Matt Gordon.
That's it, Matt Gordon, yeah. And he won his first 2 fights, gets in there with him and has a draw with him, you know, and so, you know, when you're an away fighter, you've just got a draw. You know that should have won, so he should have been stepping into that ring with you with a 4-2 record. But no, Adam, I was smiling all the way through it, mate. I was thinking, oh God, in fact I wasn't smiling, I was wincing because everything that you landed looked painful, mate. And did it with ease as well.
There's a lot more better stuff to come. He can work on the jab a lot better than that. He can work a lot better on the jab than that, and throwing the right hands as well. There's a lot more to come yet, a lot more to come.
Well, hopefully, I mean, you know, a couple more wins like that, you should be looking at doing those titles, really. You know, I shouldn't be far away from being an English.
He's out on the 22nd of October. He's also out on the 19th of November at Manchester again.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I've said to Steve at VIP Boxing, obviously, we may even want the December fights at the Jolly Boys. Right. Because there's a possibility we can have 3 wins and 3 potential knockouts. We might be easing down, getting on to the top 10. And certainly next season we're looking at an 8-rounder, so you can look at international golds, a silver. Yeah.
Listen, I think it's there for you, mate. You've got you know what you need to be a top class heavyweight. You've got it, mate. You've got the fitness, you've got the size, and we've not even seen you deliver that raw power that you carry. And when that is delivered, like it was, listen, that was, you was taking his head off for fun. When that happens against even better opponents, which is what you've got to start facing now, then I think there'll be quite a few heavyweights scared of you, mate.
Well, I think next year there's a heavyweight's got his name on Adam, and Adam wants to fight him, and that's Mr. David Allen.
Yeah. Well, this is something that was spoke about quite a while ago, wasn't it?
We were supposed to have the Central Area title fight at the middle of last year, and Adam had a few personal problems. He had a bit of a back problem, So we couldn't take it. It was too big a fight. He's too good a fighter as Dave Allen not to
No, he's a very tough lad.
So we had to pull out the fight, but obviously David had certain views on why Adam didn't fight, which wasn't correct. So his name will be in the fray next year, and he will be the first one to stop Dave Allen to actually knock him out. And I can promise you that.
Well, we were just discussing that before, and I wouldn't not think about that, because he's a tough lad, and Dylan White is a cracking boxer, very skillful, but as far as raw power, he's got AJ power.
Yeah. He's got, I said it before, the reason why I signed Adam up is I know for a fact he's in the top 10 hardest hitting heavyweights in the world.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. It may be the top 5 on that basis, and if you can put it together, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next 18 months.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
Mr. David Allen, we would like to fight next year, hopefully for the English, or some sort of title, and we'll be up for it, February, March, April next year.
Definitely, Adam. One to watch, mate. And I think this, now you're moving, I think it's going to take someone quite special to stop you.
Yeah, it's more relaxed, that's all I can say.
That's what I like to hear, mate. Honestly, I said when I first seen you, I've just seen a transformation from a guy who was quite stiff and a little bit robotic to someone who was then too relaxed, and too casual in there. And these last 4 fights that you've had since that loss has been phenomenal. It's been a massive transformation, and accumulating, I think, was it 3 stoppages in the last 4 fights now?
Yeah.
Against good guys who don't get took out, especially not in the first round like you have.
Trouble with Adam is obviously he didn't have an amateur career as such, he only had 4 amateur fights. And that's what's really caught up with us a little bit. If you'd had 20 odd fights, it might be a different position.
Yeah.
We've lost a year really of just having to do more training with him and more things that we probably wouldn't have had to done if you'd had 20 odd amateur fights.
But as you said to me on the night, that experience that you've done with Tyson Fury and Klitschko's and a few other good lads.
Sparring with Huey today as well.
Yeah.
Fury tonight, in the camp.
It must give you that confidence.
It's nice that they're helping me out, so thanks to them for helping me out. It's great to be
invited. They're all good people, really nice, very good people to get on with.
I know, some of the grief you get, it's sad that he didn't get the acknowledgement for when he won. That was special to go over to Germany, beat a guy who's not been beaten in 11 years, in his own back garden, and not to get the credit that he deserved, Maybe some of the boxing community did, but, realistically, that was a special feat that should have been celebrated by the whole country, not just by the boxing community.
He made it look relatively easy as well.
Well, it was for him.
He made it look like anybody could have done
I think
it.
there's been
That's how good he is. He made it look easy.
I think there's been a little bit of a witch hunt in progress since he's won the title, to be honest. I think that's what's happened. I think if he'd been of another ethnic persuasion, he'd have been enveloped with the whole of the country.
Yeah. Listen, there's definitely some kind of,
he's made a few mistakes, said some things he shouldn't have said. I think he knows that. I think he's put his hands up and admitted it, but he's a character, and end of the day,
I think he's good for boxing.
I followed sport since I was a 6-year-old, and everybody loves characters in sport. If you don't have characters in sport, it becomes boring.
Listen, you some of the things he said, you would get slagged off maybe, but he's gone out and delivered, and everything that he said he was going to go and do, he's gone out and do it. So really, you know what I mean, he should get a pat on the back and not a slap on the head like he has got.
No. So last time we were at the gym, he sparred with Adam, and he was very respectful to us. He spoke to us. He gave Adam some good advice, some good bit of coaching. Absolutely superb.
Yeah, I've met him a few times, and absolutely, he's a real character. When I go down and film the amateur shows at Steve Egan, which is his old camp, he always comes down there and gives out the awards, and the crowds, and he's a giant. You forget he's a giant. I mean, you're a big lad, but he must be about an inch taller than you, is he? And you're a giant.
Biggest heavyweight is Dave Price.
Yeah.
He's Max Tyson don't look quite as big. He's massive. He's had about 35-40 rounds with Dave Price, and he's absolutely ginormous. Really.
Well, it's a new breed now. We're talking super heavyweights.
Yeah.
These guys that you're moving around with now, they didn't used to be able. If you were a big guy, you couldn't move.
Well, my opinion is Adam's is one of the most natural heavyweight athletes in the heavyweight division. I mean, he's Olympic standard rowing. He's 11 seconds 100 metres runner. He's an absolutely fantastic athlete.
Scary.
Natural athlete. is the
18
key.
stone.
That's the key. He's actually a natural, fantastic athlete.
Yeah. Now we're going to put it all together over the next few
Try and
months.
put it over together the next few fights. Then it starts getting hard to get matchmaking, of course, because we have struggled getting an opponent.
Yeah, but the British heavyweight scene is healthy. You know, there's a lot of
there's
good fights out there for you.
Yeah.
That you know, that'll give you the confidence to get to those levels past the British side, because that's what you're looking at. You're not looking at just being British champion, are you, mate? You're looking at hopefully being a future world champion.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at English, British, Commonwealth, then looking at world honours then, ideally. You know.
Why not? That's all I can say. Why not? Frank, Adam,
Okay, thanks, Lee.
been a pleasure.
Good.
See you later, lads.
Thank you.
Bye.